Hello and welcome to July's mini and celebration card class. This is card 4 of 4. All the measurements and the written tutorials are in metric and imperial. Please don't hesitate to message me if you have any questions. But this is the card we're going to be making. I've got a couple of other versions. This one I've altered the greeting and this different backgrounds. It's all from the DSP, different ones, so it just depends how which section of that you get. So we'll start with a basic black card base. So we're just going to fold that in half and burnish with a bone folder along the edge. And then the next layer is just basic white, and the DSP is just slightly smaller, and as I said, all the measurements are in the instructions. So I'll just pop some adhesive on the back of that. It does seem a shame, doesn't it, to use up this pretty paper, but that's equally as pretty on that side. So we'll just pop that on, so it just gives a nice wee edge around, just a nice wee border just to frame that. And then it ties in too with the other bits of white on the card. And then you can either pop dimensionals, or if you want, just pop some glue on that. And we'll just pop that. It's nice and straight. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment now. Hopefully get that nice and straight. So I've lined it up so it is straight with the top edge. So if I hopefully line that up with the top edge of the DSP, it's going to be straight. Fingers crossed. Yay, I think that looks okay. And then we're going to start building up the caravan and the trees. So we'll start with the trees because they're going to be at the back. So actually, before I do that, there are two bits of this Pierre Passaz cardstock and a piece of the adhesive sheet. So I'm just going to adhere that to the back. And get that on nice and firmly, and then pop that in here. And I've got these tree dies, so it's a little bit of a jigsaw to get these on. I don't want to waste cardstock. So what I want to do with those is run them through 2 or 3 times just to get, because there is that extra layer with the adhesive on, just does need to go through 2 or 3 times just to make sure it cuts through. So that it does feel quite firm when you pop that through. And we'll poke those out in a moment. So while we're here, we'll just do these outlines of the trees. And just die cut those. Pop these all together, and then we'll go and die cut the rest of the images. And you take your pick tool, is perfect for this job. Set those dies aside. So we've got our 3 trees there, and the pointed end of your pick tool. Put that out. One's come out, and pop this one out. And to save poking out all those little pieces, I do find that when you pull off the back, hopefully it won't make a liar of me, it pulls them with it. So that just saves poking them all out. And any that don't come out when you do that, you can just poke out the end. So just line that up onto there. This gives a nice background so that you don't see through. And there are lots of options with these. You could use watercolor paper and color them and make them variegated, or do a different color on the back, die cut them with DSP. Lots and lots of options. Line that one up. Oopsie. It's very sticky, so you do have a bit of it doesn't matter if it sticks to you, and then you pop it down. That's that one, and this is the last one here now. And if you get trouble pulling it off, just use your take your pick tool to get under that bit of adhesive. So, all done. So that was quite quick and easy, wasn't it? And then we can just adhere these onto the card, just with a bit of glue on those larger two, and just pop that one about there, and this one pop that sort of by the greeting, just slightly lower than that one on the left. And then this one here, I've just popped some dimensionals on this side just to prop it up a little bit. So just pop a little couple of little half ones just on that side. Just bring that down about there. And then we'll go ahead and die cut the caravan pieces. So this one I've done with some other DSP in the same set as this, or this one is a spotted one, and this one too from the In Colour DSP pack. Just get as many of these on without fear of it moving. This one here cuts out the top and the bottom piece in one cut, so that's quite handy. And then we've got the little curtain. It's a tiny little piece. You could put adhesive on the back of these, but otherwise a little bit of glue works well. And then the banner. And then in the kit there is another piece of white, and that's just going to sit behind the caravan. Through. Screw those all off. And then it's about paper piecing really, just to pop them all together. This wee piece here is just going to stick on the back of there, so you can use a bit of tear-in tape, a tiny bit of glue, whatever works for you. So I'm just going to put a bit of tear-in tape just at each end. And then got those two little, the top and bottom of the caravan, and we've got our banner. So we'll just get rid of those. Just a tiny piece of, just a smidge of glue along the top there. And sometimes tweezers are quite good for this. Tuck that in there. And a bit more glue along here. Don't need too much. You don't want it sort of coming out underneath. Just pop that on there. It's a very cute sort of retro-y caravan in pink. And then this here, just going to pop tiny little dots of glue on the back of those little banners. And drape that across there. Just give it a moment or two. Oh, actually, while we're waiting for that just to set, we'll just put some dimensionals on the back of the caravan. And just trim off that, just those ends, that banner. Take the backs off those. And then just pop that wherever you're happy with where it's sitting. And that's it, that's your card made. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the card, and see you again soon. Bye for now.